Hey everyone, and welcome! Are you ready to finally get a handle on one of the trickiest parts of English, especially for us Catalan speakers? Yep, I'm talking about prepositions. But don't you worry, this is your practical guide to finally mastering them. Okay, let's just jump right in with a classic. Take a look at this sentence. I use my car for travel to work. How does that sound to you? Go on, be honest. Does it sound right? You know, if you paused for a second there or thought, yeah, what's wrong with that? You are in very good company. This is probably one of the most common mistakes out there. But I've got good news. By the end of this, you'll know exactly why it's a mistake and how to fix it for good. So what's really going on here? Why do we get this stuff wrong so often? Well, it pretty much boils down to one single thing: direct translation. We try to take a word from Catalan and just swap it for an English one. And believe me, when it comes to prepositions, that's a recipe for confusion. Let's take the perfect example, the Catalan preposition en. Now in Catalan, this word is fantastic, right? It's so versatile. You can use it for all sorts of things related to place and time. But check this out. This is where the problem starts. That one little word in explodes into three totally different prepositions in English. If you're inside an enclosed space, it's in. If something's on a surface, it's on. And if you're at a specific public point, it's at. See? This is exactly why we can't just translate word for word.
All right, let's tackle the big one. The most common error of all. We are going to solve the classic 4 versus 2 problem right here, right now. This is all about the one golden rule you need for expressing purpose.
Okay, this is it. This is the simple, powerful pattern you just have to burn into your memory. When you're explaining your purpose with an action, a verb, you always use to plus the verb. But when you're talking about a thing, a noun, or who something is for, then you use for plus the noun. That's the whole secret. And this brings us right back to our original sentence. I use the car for travel to work. What's the purpose here? It's the action of traveling, right? Travel is a verb, so using for here is, you guessed it, the mistake. And here's the fix. Boom. I use the car to travel to work. It follows our to plus verb rule perfectly. It's the same thing when people say English is necessary for speak. Nope, it should be English is necessary to speak. I go to the gym to get fit. It's always to plus that purpose verb. Okay, so now that we've got that down, let's keep going. Because it's not just en that causes these headaches. The Catalan preposition a is another perfect example of one little word that can mean many different things in English, all depending on the situation. Right, another one of those super flexible Catalan words. It can show direction, time, place, you name it. So the big question is, how do we deal with this in English when one word just isn't enough? Let's break it down. First up, a often becomes at when you're talking about really specific points in time, like an hour or a precise public spot. Think of at like you're dropping a pin on a map. It's exact. See you at 5 o'clock. Or let's meet at the station. Next, we use on for specific days of the week and also for surfaces. A good way to remember this is to picture your appointment sitting right on that square in your calendar. The meeting is on Monday. Then we have in. You use in for bigger enclosed spaces, like cities and countries, and also for longer stretches of time, like months or years. You're inside these larger containers of space or time. She lives in Barcelona. My birthday is in August. And finally, we use to when we're showing direction or movement from one place to another. It's all about that journey. I'm going to the office. So there you have it. One Catalan word, 4 very common English translations. It's all about context. All right, you still with me? Good, because it's time for a quick lightning round to clear up a few of those classic preposition pairs that always cause trouble. After this, you won't have to guess anymore. First up, between versus among. This one's simple. Between is for two. Two separate things and only two. Just like Andorra is perfectly placed between Spain and France. Among is for when you're in a group of 3 or more, kind of surrounded. We were walking among the trees. Ooh, this one is so important. In front of means you're in a line, one thing after another. So if you're standing in front of the house is at your back. But opposite means you're face to face, with a space in between, like a street. Our house is opposite the market. The meaning is completely different. And let's look at one more tricky pair. for and during. For is all about a quantity of time, a duration. He worked here for 3 months. You can count it. During, though, is used with the name of a time period or an event. I'll be busy during the meeting. I fell asleep during the film. Okay, let's wrap this all up. It is now your turn. You are officially equipped with the tools you need to stop making these common mistakes. Let's just do a super quick review of the most important points. So, what do you absolutely need to remember? First, purpose with a verb always gets to. Always. Second, context is everything. One Catalan word can have many English equivalents. And finally, get those confusing pairs straight. Between is for to, among is for more. And in front of means you're in a line, while opposite means you're face to face. So there you have it. You've got the rules, you've got the logic. The only thing left to do is actually use them. So I'll leave you with one final thought. Which one of these prepositions are you going to make a point of practicing today?